Good evening, America. I'm Tom Harvey, bringing you independent news.
And I'm John Barry. Tonight we have a special report on the presidential press conference that took place last week.
That's right. Here's some footage from last week's press conference.
I am here today to bring you good news. News that will launch our country into a brighter future if we don't squander a golden opportunity. This news is monumental, huge. The news, I'm officially running for presidency of the United States.
What America needs is a new leader, someone who brings about a revival of pride and patriotism, someone who has a clear vision for success and prosperity, someone who can guide the nation back onto the right path. This is why I, Randall Boggs, am running for President of the United States of America.
Today, I stand before you hoping to become your 46th president, along with Mike Wazowski, my running mate, and my team here at the Open Door Party. Just as our name states, at the Open Door Party, we are open to change. Together, we will create a better America.
Also, we have just received the latest election poll results.
The three candidates gathered to officially announce they're running for presidency. Then they allowed the press to interview them on their stances.
Interestingly, the Open Doors Party's James Sullivan referred to the press as part of a specific party.
Two more polls were revealed on gun control and the energy crisis.
The first issue, and one of the most controversial at this point, is gun control. 54.5% of people voted for more gun restrictions, while 45.5% of people voted against them.
This is a hot topic for politicians, with one side wanting to protect the Second Amendment and the other wanting to restrict it. Whoever wins this upcoming election could completely change the future of gun control in this country.
Another hot topic that we are going to discuss right now is the energy crisis.
The candidates have either proposed staying with Scream Energy or making a full conversion to Laugh Energy.
Yet, despite overwhelmingly evidence that shows people want to change to Laugh Energy, the Scare Party is sticking with their Scream Energy. As for the results of the race so far, the Open Door Party with candidates James Sullivan and runner-up Mike Wazowski are leading the race with the majority of 50% of the voters. The Search Party follows, having a 40.9%, and the Scare Party follows, having the small support of 10.1%.
Most likely, we are seeing an evenly split vote between both the Open Door and Search Party. Scare Party supporters are likely to disassemble during the election and vote for the Search Party, or having a more similar set of beliefs, unlike the completely opposite Open Door Party. This may provide the Search Party with the necessary support to win the election against the leading Open Door Party.
Let's now welcome Brett Perkins to the show and get what he thinks about this presidential election.
Hello, John and Tom. Based on everything that I've seen pertaining to this year's presidential campaign, it's really going to come down to who Randall steals more votes from. Essentially, it has become a two-candidate race between ROZ and Sully, and they need to be looking for ways to sway Randall's voters to their side. However, there is still time for candidates to emerge or wither, and it is hard to tell at this moment. One thought, though, is that ROZ has close ties to many of the swing states, such as Ohio and Florida, giving her a possible advantage over Sully, despite being down by 10%.
Thanks for your opinion, Brett.
No problem, Tom.
Back at the station, we are following candidate ROZ of the Search Party, who held a fundraiser based on her main issue of the right to bear arms the other day. She was seen inviting many members of the NRA and holding a barbecue to raise money. Candidate ROZ is hoping to close a gap between herself and James Sullivan of the Open Door Party.
Tonight on Independent News, we have a special report on current presidential candidate Randall Boggs and his involvement in past corporate wrongdoing at Monsters Incorporated. This reporter has found information that Mr. Boggs supports kidnapping children and draining them of their screams, a practice he was infamous for at Monsters Inc. And he is currently under investigation by the CDA. Also, it would seem, given Mr. Boggs' camouflage abilities and his absence from prison records, and then subsequent reappearance in Louisiana, that he eluded law enforcement even after his arrest, and possibly still has prison time to serve. Even worse, Scare Party staff has informed me that they and their candidate, quote, are not explicitly opposed to child labor. Now, this practice has been illegal since 1938, which is nearly 80 years. Attempts to fully ban the institution occurred earlier in 1918, 1922, and 1924. It is the opinion of this reporter, and hopefully the public, that this practice not be reinstated to society. Back to you, Tom.
That's it for the nightly news. I'm Tom Harvey.
And I'm John Barry.
Good night from all of us from Independent News.